of Survivor Dream Team, and I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Hailey. I was part of Survivor, clearly. 14th person.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions. So the first question, what did you do to prepare for season 2 of Survivor Bloomsburg? Like mentally, physically, socially?
Okay. I watched a little bit of season 1. I mean, I knew it wouldn't be like the same, but like around that. Kind of just like, I made sure I had like all my stuff ready, like proper clothes, shoes, water, all that stuff. Honestly, I kind of like broke out of my comfort zone like a lot. I'm normally really shy. I don't know, you guys might have caught that during the first episode, I don't know, but...
Okay, so what were your first impressions when you met the 29 castaways back in episode 1, and who do you think from episode 1 you first started connections with?
I would say when I first met all of them, like, of course, scared, really, really scared, but then I started talking to them, like right away. Actually, the first person was Julia. So her and I were talking together, and like we were like we got along very well, and then more people came because I'm saying hi, meeting everybody. And so in the beginning, before the challenges started, definitely Julia and Davey, and then once we got split into our teams, I would say definitely Tati and Ozzy. Those two, like, kind of like, once we got into our teams, those two kind of like put kind of, those two kind of like put me under their wing.
Okay, so in episode 1, what was your favorite challenge and why? So
definitely the microphone bouncing one. That one was really cool, and I'm still kind of really happy about how I hit the other person's and still managed to keep mine up, because my hand was shaking a lot, and I still managed that, so that was really fun.
Okay, so you had participated in the Survivor Deal or No Deal challenge the weekend prior to episode 2. Tell us about how that game played out for you.
Okay, so I got that when I was actually with my roommate. I think we were coming back from upper campus with her car, and like I read it to her, and I said, I'm thinking of picking, I think like 8, and she was like, ooh, you should do 13. So I did it, and I kept on going. Like when GK like sent like more text messages saying like, oh, the case, the amount, blah blah. And like I was like, what? I'm gonna risk it. Like I'm in my dorm at this point. I think like the next day, I'm texting my mom, I'm texting my roommate, and like, what do I do? But I stuck with my original case and I won. So like I was jumping up and like I was so happy in my room when that happened.
Okay, so you completed the escape room challenge and found an advantage at upper campus that evening. Tell us about the escape room and how you found the advantage.
The escape room was actually like a lot easier than I thought, and like I had Holly and two of my friends like there with me. So like we found the stuff like pretty easy, and then like at first I didn't open my thing right away. I was like, okay, maybe I can still have time to come actually here and meet with some girls from one of my clubs. But then I opened it, read what happened, I was like, okay, I know, I gotta go. So so I sent it to GK, he sent it back, and I realized it was on upper campus, so I texted my friend who came to the escape room, and because she lived up there, so like she helped me find it. And then I actually kind of met up with some other people from Survivor, and like we all like found ours. So yeah.
Okay, so in episode 3, describe how the challenges went for you, starting with volley wall ball, pinball, dodgeball, and then flippin' dots. What are your highs and your lows?
Okay, so I wasn't part of the volleyball one, which I'm actually really, really happy about, because I've tried to play volleyball so much, and I always fail. It's either because I have no hand-eye coordination, or I'm also really short, or it could be both. I don't really know. um, the second challenge, the dodgeball one, my main goal was mostly trying to protect the pins and not get hit. I did okay for it. I probably could have done better, but I was too scared to get hit by a ball, especially in the face. But the flipping dot, that one was actually really fun. As intense as it was, I really liked it.
Okay, so you went on at least one journey in the first half of the season. Tell us, A, how you felt to be chosen for that, and then B, what was your experience like out of that?
So I was very surprised being part of the journey because I had no clue what it even meant. I was also very surprised that someone was actually in my name. But I had a lot of fun with it. It was just a nice de-stressor, and then I got to meet actually one of the quasi staff who actually lives in the same area as me. So that I found really cool. But it was nice, and I did win a key. But I know I didn't have it first. But yeah.
Okay, so what were your thoughts about those who you voted out in your tribal council meetings who left the game before you? Any you weren't really keen on doing? Okay, so what were your thoughts about those who you voted out at your tribal council meetings before you left the game? So, any that you weren't really keen on voting for, and that you really knew you wanted to vote for?
Well, for the first episode, definitely. Don't get me wrong, Ryan was very nice, but he kind of kept himself distant from us. And then once we gathered with the other Python, I felt like I mostly based it off how they did during the challenges, because I didn't know, because a lot of them were actually from Python C, that we voted out, so I didn't know them as well as the other team, or the other as Python C did. So they were kind of easy, but also hard once I started getting to know them. And then I think, yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your experience with finding that key in the library in episode 4. How long did you spend looking for it? Where did you find the clue? And what was your reaction when you learned that the fake idol was someone planted that fake idol?
Yeah. So I'll say I was ready for you to ask this because I'm still kind of pissed about it. So it was last week. I went to the ballroom early. I was looking around Care Union outside, and then I was looking outside of the ballroom, and I find the clue in a fake plant on the top, because I see it, so I go on top of the chair, I look for it, I grab it. I'm very surprised I was able to reach it. But then I was reading it and I was okay, it's from the library. And then I went to actually the BU Instagram, the BU student involvement. And I scrolled to season 1, and so I did it actually no, I still had a lot of time before having to come back here for the actual challenge. So I went there, I started looking at it, I tried to figure out any possible, equation of how to, because it was I went on the second floor because of Jeff, and then there's I forget these 3 people, but their names. There were so many different combinations to do with their names. From the 2 days that I was looking for it, it took me an hour and a half because I had to run back here. But I was so happy when I found it because I thought, okay, someone must have found it because I can't see it anywhere. And that area is so big. It was all the juvenile section though. That's all I knew. Second floor juvenile. That's it. And then when I found out it was fake, I was in complete shock. I mostly want to know if it was a quasi staff who or like GK who could like fake idol, or if it was an actual survivor, because that shocked me and really pissed me off at the same time.
Wait, can we retry this? Sorry. Okay. In episode 4, how did laser tag and mini golf go for you? How about the communication challenge? What did you find most difficult to do? Shouting through the window to Tatiana or receiving the messages from Trey?
We were at that point. We were still like a lot ahead of Gator, so I volunteered to sit out of the laser tag and golf because I knew I would do good. I would do well. Sorry, my sister would kill me if I said that incorrectly. I knew I would do well during the laser tag. Golf, not that great. I did it once, like more than 4 years ago. And the communication, easy getting it from Trey. He would like repeat it until he knew that I got it, and like he would like kind of like slowly walk back to make sure I was good. It was so hard screaming at it through the window to Tatiana, like because like I had like Lee screaming next to me as well, so that was scary. Like, well, not really scary, but like he was a lot louder, and like I try to scream as loud as I can because I'm a quiet person. I mean, clearly I'm shy as well, but I try to scream as much as as loud as I could. I had to repeat it a couple times, so that was so hard. It was, oh my god. And I like when Tati was talking about like hearing like a person's alarm, I heard it through the window. That was loud.
Okay, so in episode 4, how did you feel about the team swap and where did you end up?
I was really nervous about that because I had a set group. We were doing so well, and I was worried that I was gonna be like on like an all Gator team or like or not have like the people I trusted the most on my team. Thankfully, I had like Tati, Ozzy. I already forgot who else was from original Python on my team. So that definitely helped because I knew I wasn't completely alone. But it still kind of scared me knowing that we had a swap. Thankfully it finally happened because I was starting to feel bad for Gator because they were losing a lot of people. But yeah.